In the US, the pandemic has been front and centre again in the presidential contest. But I've got to tell you, the fake news, the same old full-court fake news pressed by the media against Trump has been astonishing over the past 24 hours. I shouldn't be surprised, I know. But the latest scandal, the latest beat-up that all the media ran with, including in this country, is the mind-numbingly obvious observation that Donald Trump was not alarmist about coronavirus. Even though Trump blocked flights from China early and cranked up the supply of ventilators to the States, he kept telling people not to panic, that the US would beat the virus. Have a look at how the media have reported this so-called revelation in the last 24 hours of Trump saying this in a recording with journalist Bob Woodward of Watergate fame.
Mr. President, you stand accused of lying, denying, and thereby endangering too many of us for too long, causing illness and death. Here's his excuse.
I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't want to create a panic.
You didn't want to create panic, so instead you ensured it and a pandemic.
So this became the attack du jour on Trump, and most journalists jumped on this bandwagon, beating it up as a scandalous revelation. But of course it was nothing new. We all know Trump talked the pandemic down. Here he is back in March at a press conference taking questions from journalists on this very topic.
What do you say to Americans who believe that you got this wrong?
And I do want them to stay calm. And we are doing a great job. If you look at those individual statements, they're all true. Stay calm. It will go away. You know it is going away, and it will go away. And we're going to have a great victory. And it's people like you and CNN that say things like that. It's why people just don't want to listen to CNN anymore. You could ask a normal question. The statements I made are: I want to keep the country calm. I don't want panic in the country. I could cause panic much better than even you. I could do much. I would make you look like a minor league player. But you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to have our country be calm and strong and fight and win. And it will go away.
Yep, Trump says it back then publicly in his own zany way. But when a tape comes out today of him saying the same thing, the media, the overwhelming majority of journalists, frame this as a sensational revelation and pretend that he's been caught out. Even his former chief medical advisor calls out the media on this.
Obviously, when we would be speaking to the president, we talk about the cold facts. He would get them. You know, often he would want to, make sure that the country doesn't get down and out about things. But I don't recall anything that was any gross distortion in things that I spoke to him about.
Yeah, the coronavirus task force leader there, Dr. Fauci, that's end of story. This stuff is so obviously dishonest. The media are shameless. They're so transparent. They like to portray Trump as a liar, yet they can't cover anything he says or does straight up. And they wonder why voters mistrust the whole media, Democrats, political establishment shtick.